All right, stock market traders, penny stockers, fellow degenerates. Let's go over some of my recent trades. We'll start with last week. Just want to go over one setup right here. This is AKTX. The reason why I shorted this, I shorted it right at the market open. As you can see, it was moved so fast, it was hard to get a good entry on it. But this thing was, I've noticed that stocks that are gapping up really huge, like over 40%, 50%, 60%, at the market open they fail. Now they may come back like this one did. This one came back and went supernova, but they fail. So I shorted right at the open. And you can see I made a mistake. I got nervous. I covered into strength right here. That's not a good practice. You want to cover into weakness, not when it's bouncing. So if it's bouncing, you want to wait for it to come back down. And I should have covered here. Also, you can see that it's not really oversold on the RSI. So ideally into this candle, or even if you can hold down to here, that would I gave away quite a bit of profits right there. So, but that's a good quality setup. If it's gapping up huge, short right at the open. So yeah, so that was last week, which leads me into today. We had a similar setup. NVCR, this one was gapping up well over 50% today. I mean, this was up from, it closed I think at $8 yesterday, and then today it's you know, it opened at, I think, look, it opened at 13.39. Had a nice little spike up into the 14s. I shorted on this red candle at 13.95. You got to be super fast with this. You got to have your order ready to go. Actually, I had an order in pre-market at 14.15. I should have kept that, but I didn't think it was going to spike up almost $1 and then come down. So then this thing started to fail. I covered right here at 12.70. Now you can see I left a lot on the table. I don't know why I covered so quick, especially when it's going my way. It's just that whenever you see that money and these things are moving so fast, you don't want it to, you know, it's easily, you can see it building up in your account, and then it can easily get taken away whenever, you know, if this thing gets some volume and it goes the other direction. So I get out. So yeah, that was same thing, same setup. It was gapping up huge, and I short right at the open. And then also today I traded, let's see, what same one that I traded last week, AKTX. I traded that one today too, AKTX. So you can see this one came back. Let's look at the daily chart first. So you can see where I was shorting it on Monday, or last Friday. I was shorting it, catching this move down here into this lower shadow, and then it came back huge. And then today, I mean, this thing is up from, you know, the 6s up to the 12. So this thing is, you know, doubled in price in the last 2 days. So it's pretty overextended. So what did I do today? How did I know to short this right at the open? Well, if you look at it pre-market right here, you see that it's gapping down. So whenever I see a stock that I consider to be overextended and it's gapping down pre-market, that's a pretty good indicator for a short setup. I think I remember Tim Grutani saying that the win ratio on an overextended stock that's gapping down is like, I think it's like 80% or something. He tracked it on a spreadsheet. So, and I remember hearing that on one of his DVDs. So yes, now I traded this pretty poorly as well, but that's okay. I still booked a win. You don't got to be perfect to make money on these. And I was also trading NVCR at the same time, so my attention was kind of spread. I noticed that I trade things better whenever I can put all my focus on just one ticker. But I had up two screens. This one right here, it started to, it opened and it started to fail, and I chased it down a little bit at 10. I got in at like 10.15, 10.14, so I chased it down it kind of came up and I got in right here on this candle right here. So, and then it came down, it bounced, and it got squeezed me a little bit, but then it was getting stuffed here. So I held through this little miniature squeeze, but if it would have broke out and kept going, I would have got out quick. And then it came down, and then this little bounce, it made a lower high. So once I made this lower high, I knew that I was pretty safe. And then whenever it started dropping here, once again I got out way too fast. I got out on this candle right here. I got impatient with it. I literally got out 10-15 seconds before the big drop. I got out at 961, and then you see this huge candle. My original thesis was this thing was to cover at 920, and the reason why is because if you look at prior support and resistance, you will notice that this thing had support right here in the low nines. A lot of support in the low nines, so that's where I was looking to cover, and that would have been a real good trade. But but I'm not perfect, and I missed it. I screw up lots of trades all the time. Pretty much every trade that I get into, I screw up in one way or another. But you don't need to be perfect to be profitable. So, and as you can see, this thing came back and really took off. And I was not there for this long play. I was sleeping. I don't know what I was doing. Yeah, so this thing, we might get another squeeze up tomorrow, and we'll see. So yeah, let's see here. And this website right here is Profitly. This is where I track all my trades. This is Tim Sykes' website, for those of you who don't know that. So yeah, anyways, I track all my trades there and post all my stuff there. So that's about it. Those are my 2 trades for today. And I traded BCLI, but I'm not even gonna go over that one. That one was, actually I will. It was terrible, but I'll go over it. I bought this is a daily candles right here. I bought the breakout at 484. I don't like buying that much. I don't even like buying breakouts that much because it seems like they mostly fail. This thing was already up so much on the day. I don't know why the hell I bought it. I think I bought it just because I wanted to be in something. So I bought it right. No. I bought it right. Nope. I bought it right here. I bought it right here when it was breaking. When it was breaking out right there at 484. I bought it at, and then I didn't know how far it could go, so I just got out at 494. I made 10 cents on it. It was pathetic. I shouldn't even have wasted a day trade on it. So that was dumb. That was a bad idea right there. But at least I didn't lose money on it. I made a little bit and moved on with my day. So anyways, happy trading. Hope you guys got something out of this. If leave a comment if you got any ideas or suggestions for me, the things I could do differently, because I'm definitely not perfect and I'm always trying to improve my game. Hopefully you got something out of this, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. But other than that, be well and trade well.